Hey everybody, we're here to talk about patch 1.000.200, just released today. A lot of great things happening in there, so let's get to it. Strike 66 here. You're here with Winston Churchill the 15th. New glasses on the wee prick, but he's fine. Just don't ask any questions. We're here to talk about the new patch released today, and a lot of really great stuff going on. As always, if you have any comments, questions, concerns, likes, comments, questions, leave them below. Click and do the things. Help me out. Can you just help me out? God bless you. Broadly speaking, I will be paraphrasing a lot of this stuff, and some of the notes will be here. Maybe here. I don't remember it. I don't know from right and left. It's not. Balance changes to missions, stratagems, weapons, enemies, and Helldivers. General fixes and stability improvements. Let's dive in. Gameplay. We've got two new planetary hazards. We've got blizzards and we've got snowstorms. Nope. Those are the same thing. We've got blizzards and we've got sandstorms. And I dig that. I think that the planetary hazards are cool, and it adds another layer of gameplay, which is fun and also frustrating, but it's great. Big announcement. The maximum level cap has been raised to 150, which is amazing. As a person who has not even reached level 30 yet, I can't even imagine. Golly, wouldn't it be swell? They're going to be balancing missions, retrieving essential personnel. None of us like that one a lot, particularly when it's on a small map, because it's really hard to get those numbers to safety. So they're moving the enemy spawn points further away from the objective to give players a fairer chance of defending the location. Very cool. And fewer civilians required to complete the mission on higher difficulties. Yeah, because when they're only releasing 3 or 4 at a time, it makes for a long mission. Destroy the command bunkers. So now has more objective locations. The mission was deemed too easy before compared to other missions, and it can now appear in operations from difficulty 5 and up. They have halved the negative effect of operation modifiers that increase stratagem, cooldowns, or call-in times. I myself will be looking forward to that. Nobody wants it to take 10 minutes out of a 30-minute or 40-minute mission to call in new stratagems. Kind of sucks. Big changes to primary, secondary, and support weapons. Lots of changes. Some nerfs and some buffs. So let's get into it. The arc thrower. 3 changes to the arc thrower. It will now always take 1 second to charge a shot. The distance has been reduced from 50 meters to 35 meters, making it much more of a close-in weapon. So it's more of a shotgun now. But it has increased the stagger force. Hopefully that will offset the closeness of your enemies now. Guard dog, that is the one with the assault rifle, not the laser, will now restore full ammo from supply boxes, not just what's on your back. The anti-materiel rifle, damage increase to 30%, making that weapon a lot more useful, I think. Breaker incendiary, damage per bullet increasing from 15 to 20 per bullet, and fire damage per tick increased by 50% from all sources. So that's not just on the breaker, but all fire damage. I think all fire damage per tick increased by 50%. It's unclear to me whether that is the damage we're doing or the damage we're receiving, or both. More testing to come. The Liberator Penetrator now has a full auto mode. I think that's going to be very cool because I kind of like that weapon, but I don't ever use it because it doesn't have an auto. And when the bots and bugs get close, you need something on full auto. So The Dominator, increasing damage from 200 to 300, also increasing the stagger. I think that is going to be very cool. The Diligence Counter Sniper, increasing armor penetration from light to medium, making that a far more useful weapon. The Slugger, a fair amount of changes to the Slugger. Reducing the stagger, reducing damage from 280 to 250, slight reduction there. Reducing the demolition force. Fixing the armor penetration tag in the menu. Also for the Slugger, the Liberator, Concussive, and the Senator, they fixed the incorrect armor penetration tags in the menu. If you know what they're talking about, then you know. If you know, you know. The Recoilless Rifle, increasing the number of rockets you restore from supply boxes from 2 to 3, making that a far more useful weapon. And the same with the Spear, also increasing that from 1 to 2. The Spear is probably going to lock on 1 in 10 or whatever it is, the same as always. We're also got the Heavy Machine Gun, the highest fire rate mode from 1200 RPM down to 950. No comment on that. I'm still on the fence about the Heavy Machine Gun. For stratagems, the Patriot Exosuit, rockets will now penetrate armor only on a direct hit, no more glancing hits. So new strategies for the Patriot Exosuit. Balancing adjustments have been made to some enemies. The Charger's normal melee attack now does less damage against exosuits. The Bile Spewer and Nursing Spewer do less damage with their puke. Hallelujah. Bile Titans can no longer be stunned. That kind of makes some sense. They're a big, giant bug. There's no reason in the world that small grenades should be able to stun it. I would like to see like a build-up, though. I think that would be cool. If you could like stack stuns on it to stun it, I think that would be kind of cool, rather than just it never gets stunned. Shriekers no longer create bug breaches, and Shriekers hitting you while they are dead now does significantly less damage. Nothing says fun like shooting something and having it fall on you and kill you. Helldivers. Balancing adjustments have been made to heavy and medium armor so that they protect you better, and you now take about 10% less damage than before while wearing heavy, and about 5% less when wearing medium. Fortified, commando, and light armor unchanged. Going into fixes now, fixing some of the bugs that have been plaguing us for a while. Not the ones we shoot, but the ones that are in the code. Fixed an issue where save settings for PS5 would be reset when the game is rebooted, causing things such as loadout and hint settings to reset. Enemies now properly target exosuits. Previously, many enemies effectively ignored exosuits if a Helldiver on foot was available for them to target. Too bad, exosuit guys, you are now just as likely to be targeted. They fixed the exosuits being able to fire their weapons while opening the mini-map. The Helldiver and exosuit both had a bug that made them sometimes take explosion damage multiple times, making things like automaton rockets too deadly. This is now fixed. I think that I'm pretty sure I've experienced that, although I die so much, sometimes it's hard to tell really what killed me. The automaton enemy constellations that preferred to spawn more of certain Devastators types did not work and are now functioning as they should. This means that sometimes when playing against the automatons, you will face more Devastators instead of other enemy types. Again, that could be good. Some switching around of strategies may be necessary. We have improved the system that prevents Hellpods steering close to large or important objects. And they have solved issues where the effective area around objects was a lot larger than intended. They've also reduced the number of objects that prevent Hellpod steering. So the system is intended to prevent soft locks where players can drop on important interaction points or drop into unintended places. They will continue to monitor the state of the system after the update to see if additional tweaks are necessary. We've all done that. We've all landed inside a mountain or landed inside a building that is indestructible, and so therefore you can't get out. And sometimes you just have to grenade yourself to death. We've got fixed some cases where the ground under some assets could be bombed, causing them to float. So a little quality of life there, better for our immersion, right? Ballistic shield changes. So these are some changes that they made to the ballistic shield that I think maybe will make this more relevant and more useful. We'll have to see. Collision mesh has been slightly increased in size for more forgiveness. Changed the shield poses so that less of the Helldiver is exposed, and addressed a bug where parts of the Helldiver would become vulnerable while using the shield in first person. I don't actually use this ballistic shield, never have used the ballistic shield myself, so I'd be interested to know if any of you guys have used it before. What are your experiences? Do these changes make any difference? Do these changes change your mind in terms of whether or not you're going to use that, and what situations you would use it in? Moving on to the known issues, things that are still there from before, and things that were maybe introduced during the patching process now and are being worked on. The game might crash when picking up a snowball or throwing back a grenade. I just found out that there's an achievement for throwing back a grenade. Don't do that. Also, picking up a snowball, didn't know that was a thing, but don't do it because your game may crash. Various issues involving friend invites and crossplay still ongoing. Cross-platform friend invites might not show up in the friend requests tab. Players cannot unfriend other players befriended via the friend code. Players cannot unblock players that were not in their friends list beforehand. Players cannot befriend players with Steam names shorter than 3 characters. All of those things still in play. Explosive weapon stats include only direct hit damage but not explosive damage. Still a bug. Still a known issue, I should say. Explosions do not break your limbs except when you fly into a rock. That's fun. Planet liberation reaches 100% at the end of every defend mission. I actually haven't seen that bug, but I've been told about it, and it's very disconcerting to find out that we got 100%. It's actually, we did. Drowning in deep water with a vitality booster equipped puts the Helldiver in a broken state. Generally speaking, stay out of the water. Stratagem beam might attach itself to an enemy but will deploy to its original location. That's very disconcerting when you think that it's going to go one place and it ends up going another. And then some player customizations like title or body type may reset after restarting the game. Those are all of the things. If you have enjoyed this in any small amount, please give the video a like and maybe leave us a comment or down below, or leave your favorite emoji. All of this helps us in the overall scheme of things, and we're trying to make Winston Churchill a star. So everything you can do to help would be fantastic. Until next time, Helldivers. Strike 66, Winston Churchill signing off. We'll see you on the front line, soldier.